Hi guys, it's Christopher Zorbis here for the 30.ca. I'm working on my final project, which is a story about the rat infestation in Windsor. Windsor is actually the 7th rattiest city in the province of Ontario. I'm here with a few university students, Bree, Riley,
hello,
Andrew Myshok, and Mary.
Hi.
What do you guys think about Windsor being the 7th rattiest city? I personally thought it was going to be higher.
I
Really?
didn't know that statistic, but I'm not surprised either.
I didn't know that.
No, I've never heard that either, but that does make sense. I've seen a lot of rats on our street. I actually almost ran over one the other day.
Well, I'm from outside of Toronto, so I feel like I just see more rats there, so I never really thought about it.
Toronto is number 1 on the list. Ottawa is number 2.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Where I'm from is like Oshawa is 16th in Ontario. So, but I thought Windsor was for sure going to be in the top 5 because, I mean, I have rats at my place. So I have rats at my place. Do you have rats at your place, Andrew?
Yes, I do. Actually, I've got a few of them. And I don't really think the city has done enough in terms of like what we can do about them because they came to our door once and they gave us a flyer and they asked us about them, but they haven't really done anything besides that. They told us to maintain our garbages, but like I don't know, we have our own garbage bin outside and like the rats just chew through it. So I'm not really sure like what else we do unless we want to spend like a lot of money on like a high quality garbage can. Maybe I don't know because
Garbage cans are expensive. I look for one.
They are expensive, and I don't know the one we had previously. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like except for the fact that rats are like just chewing into it and eating our garbage. So yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with what the city has done so far.
Bree, do you have rats?
I've actually had the exact same problem as Andrew has. They've chewed right through 2 bins, and our landlord has had to resupply. We're on our 3rd, actually.
Your landlord does your landlord resupply your garbage bins?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
nice.
does.
I don't think ours does.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Mary, have you had any rat problems?
Yes, I do. So, recently when I went in my garage, I saw, a bunch of them just, randomly chewing through, our walls. And one of them was trying so hard to come into our house. So it's been a problem for, me and my family to, put our garbage, in the garage. So now we have to, leave it out on the side of our house instead of putting it in the garage.
All right. Riley, do you have rat problems?
Yeah, we've actually found some rat poo in the cupboards.
Oh.
Yeah, so we've had to set up a couple traps, and they've been eating the food.
Have you guys thought about? Have you guys just been setting up the traps yourselves?
Yeah, we tried.
Do you guys use like the regular mouse traps or do you use the poison ones to get to them?
Just the regular ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more effective to use actually the ones that
There's
like
poison ones?
Yeah, there's one that looks like food. It looks like a little food
they
for it. You set like a little
have
tray
Oh.
and they eat them and then they just go back and die.
Well, it's funny. I think it's funny you brought up that one because the city actually, if you can't set up if you can't set up the traps yourself,
Yeah.
the city actually, if you call the city or you can email them, at 311. I forget what the email is, but you can call them at 311, and they'll actually send an exterminator to your house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll bait the rat and they'll trap it, and I mean I don't know what happens after they trap it,
Does
but
it cost anything?
no, that's the thing is, as of April 3rd of this year, it was totally free.
Yeah, we didn't know that, so we were just like, oh, I guess we'll just buy some rat traps or whatever
they'll do
and
it.
set them up. But yeah, we found some poo, and they just eat through a couple of the food. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of gross, but
Well, you gotta be extra careful with rats getting in your house, especially now because the winter is gonna be a lot colder than last year.
Mm-hmm.
so they'll just
They're-
live in there.
They're way more desperate to come inside.
True, yeah.
Last year, they didn't really care. It was kind of warm last year,
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't really care so much. But this year, they're gonna be for every time it gets colder, they're gonna be more and more desperate to come in because rats actually live through. They don't stop doing their thing in the winter. They just
Yeah.
don't mate as much. They don't breed as much.
Yeah.
But if they get inside, you might
Oh
just
my gosh,
be
then you'll have rat babies?
yeah, you'll have rat babies
They'll be
in your
running everywhere
house.
in the house.
And if you think adult rats poop a lot,
Babies poop
That's
more?
actually
rat
tragic.
babies
Yeah.
would probably, and they eat a lot of your food.
Ooh.
But yeah, the city will actually do it. They'll do a bait 4 times for every resident, absolutely free.
That's
nice to
awesome.
know,
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know that, so that's really good
Yeah.
to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because setting up the traps is scary too. I'm always afraid they're gonna get my
I know,
finger.
right? It's not
Yeah.
it's not the safest thing to do, and it's so like it's kind of gross.
Plus cleaning it up after.
Yeah, who wants to deal with the
I don't
rat?
wanna do
That's
Well,
true.
that.
I haven't even thought about that. We haven't actually like killed one, but that is so
Yeah.
true.
They're all like squished.
Rats
Oh.
carry like a lot of diseases, so
Yeah, you don't even really want to get
touch
near them.
that. Yeah.
It's also just kind of sad. Like I don't really want to have to take on the responsibility of exterminating.
Yeah, because
A
at the
little
same
rodent.
time, they're still, I don't know, they're
Yeah.
cute. I still like
Did
them.
you feel like they're like misunderstood?
Yeah.
I think mice are cuter, but
I do prefer mice to rats. I would maybe have a
Yeah.
pet mouse. Wouldn't have a pet. Their
It's
tails are
still
too
an
big.
animal, you
I'd
know?
be
I
much
still
more
don't
happy
want to
if-
kill it.
Yeah.
You know?
if
Sure.
Windsor was the 7th mouse city, I'd be like, not
But-
that big of a deal. But rats,
Mice.
I don't know.
I don't know. Mice inside still poop everywhere. They eat food.
Yeah, but at least I don't know.
I'm more
They're
scared
smaller
of
too, though.
raccoons.
Raccoons. No, don't get me started.
Well,
on that.
given what you guys know about the what I just told you guys about the 311 phone call, and I know this you were saying you don't think the city's done enough. What do you guys think about that? Given that the city is willing to actually come to your house and remove, or at least pay for someone because they use an outside contractor
I think
to
that's
come
big.
to your house and they'll remove the rodent for you, and that's. I'm pretty sure they do it for other rodents too, but I mean I'm just.
That's pretty
focusing on-
nice, honestly, like, because that can be expensive, so they're taking responsibility. It's
As a university student, I really
Yeah.
appreciate that because I don't have all the extra money that it takes to go through all this trapping and methods to get rid of them. So I really appreciate that I can get that taken care of for me.
Mm-hmm. And it's especially nice because like Ward 2, which is where we live, is where a lot of students live. So obviously, I think it's the third or fourth most rat infested, or at least they've had the most calls for rodent extermination in Windsor. I kind of forget where I was going with this.
Oh no, that makes sense though. I mean, in student housing, I feel like there's like at least on our street, there's kind of a lot of trash everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I can
Yeah.
I can understand that because I see so many like I've seen rats at other people's places too. Like they're just all around.
Well, student
true.
housing is located right downtown, right? So
And we're
Yeah.
kind of dirty.
Students are a
Yeah.
little dirty.
Yeah.
Students,
And
yeah.
not to these people. So, Masha, given what you know now about the 311, like, would you call them? Do you think the city is doing enough?
Actually, I can't believe I didn't know that. Yeah, actually, I think that's like
It's amazing what a Google search will do.
that is true. Luckily, I use Bing. Anyway, I think
Use Bing?
yeah.
You're a rat.
Okay. And you know, wow, I don't want to conduct this interview anymore. This is over. Okay, I'm sorry.
Riley, would you call that number though? Like you?
Yeah, I
you
would
feel
call
like
that, yeah.
as a resident of the city?
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
Why,
sure.
I mean, why not take advantage of
No,
that?
yeah, I would call that.
Do you
Our
think the
tax-paying
city?
dollars.
Do you think,
Yeah.
given the amount of rats you guys seen, do you think the city should be doing more than that, or do you guys?
No.
Do you guys think the
No.
city's doing enough?
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No.
No.
I mean, rats are going to happen, right? It's not like we can just get
And
rid
it's-
of all rats,
Yeah.
but
It's true. They basically
yeah.
like you gotta give them credit. They basically survive and live everywhere and
It's
anywhere.
just like
their world,
raccoons
too.
and stuff too, though. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
true.
you're not gonna do that.
But raccoons are just pesky. Like
I've had more problem with skunks than raccoons.
But I feel like it's not that big of a
No,
deal. I
skunks are
don't
scary.
see a rat like every time, all the time. You know what I mean? So I think what the city's doing is definitely enough.
I see. I say about it like a solid like 40% of the time when I go like at night when I go back to my house, there's like usually a rat at our garbage though. It's like a solid like 40 to 50% of the time though. I don't know, but I haven't actually called them to like exterminate it, so that's definitely something I actually want to look into.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I just reached out. I just emailed them, just to see how quickly they get back to me. And I had an email back within a few days. Like, or not even actually. I had an email back the same day. My bad. They got back quick. I could have an appointment real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
so they're efficient.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah, I even interviewed. I'm gonna put the interview on later if our listeners want to stay on and listen. I interviewed a lady from Ward 4, which was the most rat infested ward in Windsor,
Wow.
and she's actually used that service. I think they've come like 2 times, and she said she's seen the rats back since. But I mean, because that whole street's infested, I assume that everyone on the street would have to do it. But
Yeah.
she was actually happy with the city service. So I mean, if she was happy and she lives there, obviously
It would
probably
probably
work.
benefit us
It
too.
would work
yeah.
for us, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
And I mean, hey, as students, it's free, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
exactly.
thing.
It
Like,
is.
Biggest key,
It is.
biggest key
Yeah.
right there.
$100
I wouldn't
goes a
pay
long
to.
way.
I wouldn't pay for extermination.
No.
I wouldn't.
I would
Yeah.
need
I
that.
just deal with it.
It would have to be a lot of rat poop
If
for me
you
to pay
I can get some of
$100.
those rats now.
Yeah.
No, for real.
I
I'd
yeah,
live
no,
with them.
I would not pay like.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for agreeing to do this little interview. I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having
No
us.
problem.
For our listeners, if you guys want to stick on and listen to that interview with Gail from Ward 4, please do. It's coming up shortly. Thank you. In addition to talking to students, I reached out to a resident from the district that placed the most extermination requests in Windsor. Gail Marchand has lived in Walkerville for 50-some years and says the rats are nothing new.
Rodents are absolutely disgusting. And I saw where one was going underneath my porch. I have a porch in the back. And they went under, so I called the city. And the city came in and found where they had gone in. There's a hole in the ground where they were apparently getting in. And so he put down some poison in the form of some kind of food they would eat. He said he'd be back. Anyways, to say I had that sort of problem with them, I know they're all around. I know they're all around here, according to the neighbors. But anyways, rodents are absolutely disgusting. And I saw where one was going underneath my porch. I have a porch in the back. And they went under, so I called the city. And the city came in and found where they had gone in. There's a hole in the ground where they were apparently getting in. And so he put down some poison in the form of some kind of food they would eat. He said he'd be back. Anyways, to say I had that sort of problem with them, I know they're all around. I know they're all around here, according to the neighbors. But anyways, I didn't see them, I didn't hear them, because you hear them sometimes rattling around, whatever. Anyways, and as it turns out, he did come back apparently when my husband was home, and he said that he couldn't see any sign of them, but that was because my husband couldn't show him the hole where they went down, because my husband was not aware of it or didn't want to admit that there was a problem. I'm not sure. Anyways, and I have seen them in the alley since. I had not seen them. And then about, maybe a month ago, I looked out in my backyard at night, and there were maybe 3 or 4 of them.
What kind of rodents are they? Are they rats? Are they...
They're rats.
They're rats, okay.
Yeah, crawling. They were crawling around. Like, I have 3 garbage pails in the backyard, and they were climbing up the side of it. They were definitely rats. And I did not know how to deal with it because I had petrified of them. And as it turns out, but in the meantime, in the last few years, I have managed to get some cats. I have 4 cats.
Well, that'll help.
It did definitely help. I don't think that I've even seen them around in the area, although the next door neighbor, who's away on vacation, they had somebody coming out, or maybe, I didn't talk to her, but maybe a month ago they had someone come up and check around, because apparently they had a problem. I don't know. They have a garage, maybe they had rats in their garage. No, we have had possums or raccoons and all that. Sometimes I'm sure they hide under my deck.
Oh, I bet.
Pardon?
I said, I bet. That's where they hide around here, too.
Yeah, and they hide under my deck. And there's no way of getting to them. And I'm actually afraid to I do let my cats out. They do go out. But they come in at night. And I would think this is when the rodents would be most active. But I don't let my cats out at night. And I guess that's all I can tell you. I haven't seen any lately. But I know they're all over the neighborhood. The neighbors do complain about them.
Now, your ward, and more specifically, I'm pretty sure your street is one of the highest for the rodent extermination requests. Do you have any idea, any insight as to why that might be? Like, Ward 4, I'm pretty sure they had like 477 complaints last year.
Really?
Is there
in
something?
This area?
Yeah, is there something different maybe about your area that maybe you think that's why it is?
I can't think of it. It would make it any different. No, and I'm surprised at that because I just feel they're all over the city. You know, how do you stop them? I don't know.
Oh, they're
But
plenty
anyway,
everywhere.
Pardon?
There are plenty everywhere. Even I live in
I
Ward
know.
2, and Ward 2 is the second worst. So
I know, and yeah, and I know that people will talk about, say, oh yeah, well, I put this out. And it seems to me people are fairly good about their garbage, although I'm sure they could be a lot better.
fair.
Yeah, I'm very, very concerned about the garbage and leaving stuff out, and I don't leave anything out. And so I haven't seen anything lately. Like I say, a month ago I saw 3 of them in the backyard. That blew my mind. But anyways, what are you going to do, I don't know what to do. And my cats are, I don't even know if they go after them. But if I was a cat, I would. I don't know. I really don't know what to say to you, except that, yeah, we definitely have rats in this area. And I've had people say, oh yeah, I saw some in the backyard or whatever. So I don't know what to tell you except that it's a definite problem.
Well, you told me you reached out to the city, and I emailed the city earlier this week and asked them what they do about the rat problem. They told me that they offer a free baiting service, and they'll do it up to 4 times per household. In your opinion, you dealt with the city now for your rodent problem. Do they do enough? Is their service good? What's your experience with the city?
Well, they did come out. Yes, they did come out, and like I say, they asked me to show them where I thought they were going in under my back porch, and I showed them where there was a hole in the ground. And so, yeah, they definitely put something down, and he was very nice. And like I said, he did come back, apparently. I don't know how long after, but he came back to check on it. And I've never seen a dead rodent around here, never. And I don't just stuck it under my back porch because I don't smell them. I think you would smell something if it was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't see them under my deck because my cats do go under the deck. So perhaps, I don't even know if the rats are afraid of my cats, to tell you the truth. So I don't know. I don't know. I would say the city has answered my reply, has come out. Whether or not it did any good, I don't know. I can't tell.
Fair enough.
And I don't see these rats because they only come out at night, and I'm not out there at night.
Well, are you happy with what the city has done so far? Like you're saying you haven't seen them again, but you have the cats. But are you happy with what the city did?
Well, I'm sure if I called them, yeah, I am. I'm sure if I called them back again, they'd come back and take a look at the situation and do the same thing that they already did.
Okay.
I think I haven't called them because I think it's almost pointless.
Well, yeah, you've got your own exterminators now with the cats, right?
Yes. Yes, my 4 cats.
And just an administrator question here, just to make sure I don't misspell your name. Is it Gayle?
No, IL.
Okay, Gail. And Marchand is just the way it's spelled in the yellow pages, right?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. How long have you lived at your current address or on that street, I guess?
Oh, over 50 years.
Over 50 years, eh?
Yep.
Okay. And do you remember a specific time when the rodent problem got a lot worse? Was it this bad like 20 years ago? Or was it something a lot more recent in your opinion?
I think it's always been a problem.
Yeah.
But I can't say that for sure either. Like I said,
Fair
I don't.
enough. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.